I'm gonna do a comics haul video. Let's start calling it Superstar Comics. Cause like, hey, Superstar K, I get Superstar Comics. Try to get this little thing about comic books, an identity now. Now I've been doing this for a while, so I figured because I've been doing comic haul videos for quite some time. So this is what we're doing today, but just bear with me because I'm just trying to ramble. See, I've been doing comic book videos for a very long time. It's my original investment in the channel because it's like one of the first videos I ever did when I showed my face on screen. Let's see, like I can do whenever I can get them, and also like with public library, which I still think that's a valid thing to do, is to go to your public library and go check out, because they may have a section where they have comic books and graphic novels and manga. Definitely go to those. Those are very valid, and that's kind of how I did it until like I think until about college, when I actually started getting like my own manga, as you can see back there. And that's not even like my entire collection. I got another box. And other than the stuff I'm about to show you today, I have another box full of other comic books. And you know, I got that, and then the things I'm going to show you today. So let's get started with this episode of Superstar Comics. To get this out of the way right now. More Power Rangers Pride. You already know. You already know. Oh, you already know. Gotta go find out what Power Rangers Pride. Because this has just been so good, and it's been so cool to see VR Troopers come back on the scene. Of course, I mentioned in a previous video, maybe not a comic video, but in a previous video, it was a video about VR Troopers, that they're coming back, and they're also getting another comic from those studios, the same people that work on these. And I'm looking forward to that. I've been kind of low-key binging whatever I can find on VR Troopers, just to kind of get myself into the spirit of things, because they're gonna be making new ones. They're gonna be making brand new comics of those, and like, you know, the research has been on Tubi, and this has just been such a treat so far. And of course, I'm still curious about what's going on with Power Rangers and Paramount and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely that. So you know, so it's definitely that. Next one, I'm just gonna do it all together because I just had to. The city of Townsville. It's all the Dynamite Comics, PowerPuff Girls comics, and they are so much fun. Again, these are based on the original 2016 PowerPuff Girls. This one specifically because it reminded me of the Christmas special, Towards the Fight Before Christmas. This is like, you know, like I've said, this previous ones, they've had the same energy as like the original cartoon. The silliness and like the silliness, the wittiness, and like the action. Oh, the action, and just so much cool stuff in it. And yes, I'm well aware of the fact that there was an attempt by the CW to make a PowerPuff Girl live action. Okay. So I got a new comic that I've been kind of had my eye on. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see what it was about, and it's called Epitaphs from the Abyss. And it's an interesting one because this is an EC comic. EC Comics has a long history in like the world of comic books in general. Of course, like Haunted Fear, The Vault of Horror, and probably most famously Tales from the Crypt. And it was a massively influential comic throughout like the 40s and the 50s. It led to like this Senate meeting that sought to determine if comic books were linked to juvenile delinquency. A lot of moral, like the weird moral panic would lead the Comics Code Authority to actually have a couple of comics that have the Comics Code Authority seal on there. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like interesting that they came back, I think like 70 years later, and just started making brand new stuff. And it's like the anthology horror, like things like you would see, like again, this very influential stuff like Black Mirror, Tales from the Hood, Creep Show, which there's actually a comic of that too. That's based on like the Shudder series, and like there's a lot of love for like stuff like this too. So this is pretty cool and real creepy. I had a chance to read it like earlier, a couple weeks ago, because I've got this for a while. I've been trying to make this video for a little bit. Finally, I actually got well, not necessarily finally, I'm just saying for this specific comic, I got the next issue of Spiderman Homeroom Heroes, and yeah, this is pretty cool. but I wanted to, like, I really like the art style of this, and I just want to see what happens next. I got this one, I got the first one of this, and I also have like the Definitive Spiderman, the series on the series, like the series that's on Disney Plus, and yeah, I really dig it, and it's cool they got Spot from I think he's always been there, but like I just remember him from the Spider-Verse movie. Yeah. So this was really cool. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to read this one. Actually, I've been getting a lot of Spidey lately, but ever since I think back in like 2023, when I read 2022 or 2023, when I read Spider-Man the Absolute Carnage, where it's like there's a pretty dark Spider-Man comic where it's like, oh yeah, Carnage is back. You're looking for a symbiote, and any Marvel character came into contact with the symbiote, still having a teeny tiny piece of it. I think that's like really like the spark that just that led me to like maybe get more Spider-Man comics. So it's been fun reading them. I'm enjoying myself with Spidey. Oh, and Marvel Rivals as well. Been another reason why it's been back in the Marvel DMs. And lastly, we got Street Fighter Prime. I got Power Rangers Prime, now I got Street Fighter Prime. And it's like, so this is like the first one of this brand new Street Fighter Adventures. I always look forward to seeing it. I mentioned this. This was some Udon comics, and I mentioned I wanted to try to see if I could hunt down the Darkstalkers comics and do stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool. I thought that was going to be a lot of fun. I thought like that would be pretty cool. There's definitely something. I don't know. I have not read this just yet. Because again, I've been very busy, so I did not have the opportunity to talk about. I didn't have like the opportunity to put this out. I wanted to, so definitely. I mean, clearly you can see it's like based on Street Fighter 6, and like a lot of lore. That is like there's another game I keep playing too, like Street Fighter 6, but it's always like a fun time just like trying to look up new stuff for some of the old classics from like Street Fighter, and then of course like Udon comics. I said I wanted to get the I remember I got one I think after Free Comic Day. I think I got a Street Fighter comic after Comic Day. It was like yeah. But there's a whole lot. Again, I'm just reminded of the fact that the tournament I did the recent crossover with Street Fighter, which is like one of the 6 crossovers that Nintendo has done. But that's insane. Well, I'm pretty sure they've done other ones back in the day, because I think the one they've done, I don't get another 88 in here. Power Rangers, Street Fighter, Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, who else did that? They did one with Naruto, they did one with, who else did they do one with? And I don't remember like going over to my head, but they did quite a few. But yes, Street Fighter Prime, I'm gonna go ahead and read that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a good one. And whatever adventure that they decide to take, because yeah, there's always some. Because I remember speaking, I mentioned like go to local library at the top of this video. I remember there was Street Fighter 2 manga, and there was one with Sakura Gamaru. There's another manga I mentioned, and yeah, there's like a lot of great Street Fighter like media that's outside of the game themselves, and of course the OG cartoon. But yes, this is a cool find that I found. So yes, that was all the comic books I've gotten my hands on. Finally, I got to do this video. But yeah, I've been trying to do it for a minute now. For real. I just got busy and all that stuff. But no big deal. But I finally got an opportunity to do it. I finally got a chance to yap about the comics. Especially talking about the Epitaphs from the Abyss. Because there's just so much like that's what's from like the fact that EC Comics has a lot of history behind like the EC Comics label, so like there's all kinds of fun things that go on in there. And they had the Creepshow comics, like that's based on the Shutter series, like the original. I would say like the first two movies. We won't talk about the third one. Third one is hot garbage. I'm sorry. If you want the third one, I would say like Tales from the Dark Side. The movie is probably the best bet right there. But other than that, other than goofy stuff aside, make sure to like and subscribe and turn your post notifications up if I post another video. I will have the links in the description for all the comics and stuff like that that I have showcased in this episode, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one because this is delicious. A peace.